All of us want our children to grow up in a better world. All of us want our grandchildren to grow up in a better world. Most of us, I should say, want our grandchildren to grow up in a better world. But we keep leaving that responsibility to men that we don't know. We keep leaving that responsibility to people that don't have our children's best interest in mind. This is why we're living in a world today where we just look at the governments and the institutions, and so many people are like, oh, it's so chaotic, but I don't know what to do. And instead of sitting in despair, we need to start sitting in a position of hope. Hope allows us to start bringing experience and building efforts into the future. I want my children to grow up in a better world, and I want my grandchildren to grow up in a better world. That's not going to happen if when I die, I leave them no advantages to having a better world. My whole point of existence, one of my greatest points of existence, is to give my great-grandchildren a better opportunity in this world. And we have the ability, the strength, the intelligence, the wisdom, the understanding, the power to be able to do this. We can build the structures and teach our children to build the structures that teach their children to build the structures that pass on a better world. And eventually, someday, our children will be in a position of influence that actually empowers governments and empowers institutions that make a better world. But unless we get to that position, we're always going to have our children be underneath the world as somebody else sees it. So it's up to you as the man and the woman of your home to start seeing the future that your children's children can be in charge of, and the world that you understand would be a better world, which is, in our mindsets, a Christian world, a world influenced by the doctrines of Christ, peace, love, gentleness, kindness, all of those things, the fruit of the world being the fruit of your children being given to the world. That would be a better world, a generous world, a world that is kind and loving and patient. That's not going to happen if we keep letting other people be in charge. And we keep letting other people be in charge when we feel that when our life is done, it's over. And we just let our kids start from scratch. Of course, they're getting ahead. They're like passing the baton in a relay race, and you get to the end of the relay, you get to your person who you're supposed to pass the baton to, and you just drop it. Yeah, sorry. Figure it out. You got it. I didn't have anything. Come on. That's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to pass the baton and teach them how to pass the baton to somebody else down the line. And when we do that, we'll put our position, our family's position in a better place. And you can rest easy when you go into that far land of heaven, knowing that your great-grandchildren might grow up in a better world because they'll be in charge of the world instead of the person who has no interest in your family. Or at least in charge of their little section, who knows? Yeah, big dreams. I get it. Yeah, but we have a big God.